first zone as close to the wall as possible, but be careful about the pit entrance, it can be tricky. Then a fast transition and braking at the second zone. Take the inside line through the next corner and transition to the inside clip. After this, we have the third zone. In this place, you have to be very careful because there is no deceleration zone, but this corner often forces a little slowdown. Next, we have transition to the roundabout using brakes at deceleration zone. Be careful about your rear end, you cannot cross the white line. Then transition to the zone number 5. While going back, remember that the inside clip does not apply. Brake in the zone number 6. Gain some speed at transition, and before the last corner you can use some brakes. The track is tricky, so you need to take time for training, but remember that during trainings you need to watch out for other drivers at the track, maximum 2 tandems at the time.
Okay. Okay, so hello and to welcome everyone at Drift Corner Grand Prix, round number 3 in beautiful Płock Stadium. Right now we are starting with left side of top 32 bracket, and with first battle of today's competition. Judges are ready, drivers are ready, so we should be good to go. Okay, so first battle will be Valtteri Rantanen from Finland versus Kyle Woods from Ireland. Kyle Woods had an amazing run yesterday's quali, having a 97 point, so we expect a very good lead run from Kyle, but let's see what Valtteri will do as a chase driver. Right now a little bit separation between them as they're going through the first corner and first zone. Second zone, big mistake from Valtteri. He just hit the wall, and that looks like a 10-0 mistake for Valtteri. But we need to wait for the end of this run, cause still Kyle can make a mistake that will make a 0-0. So, but right now Kyle is heading into the last corner, last outside zone, and across the finish line. So very good lead run from Kyle. Sadly, Valtteri had a contact with the wall, and that means going straight. So big task right now for Valtteri to win this battle, or even make it one more time. And let's go with the second part. They are initiating in the first outside zone, and look at that, a contact with a wall from Valtteri. So that means again 10-0 mistakes from Valtteri, as Kyle Woods gets the win, and he's heading to the top 16 doing 360s. And that's it for the first battle of today's round 3 of Drift Corner Grand Prix. Okay, so we're heading to the next battle. In the next battle we will see João Roque from Brazil going against Oliver Chomor from Hungary. So João also yesterday had very good qualification run, and let's see how he will do as a lead driver in this beautiful yellow-red S13. They're heading to the first corner initiation. Oliver is just right behind him through the first corner, cutting a line a little bit, but also João had a little bit mid-line from through the first corner, but look at that. Oliver is trying to be very aggressive as a chase driver to make a pressure for João, but look what happened right there. Oliver was trying to be as close as possible, but that make a mistake for him at the roundabout. So that will be for sure point deduction as they're heading to the last corner. Oliver's trying to close the gap, and he's very close into the finish line. So as I said, that will be some point deduction for that mistake at roundabout. But let's see the second part as they're switching sides, and João right now will be chasing Oliver. Nice initiation, but right now a little bit middle line through the first corner. Look at that, how close Joe was at the first zone. Right now a little bit separation between them, and Joe is trying what? And that was a contact from Oliver going as a lead driver, and right now he's spinning in and out. Joe has nowhere to go, and Oliver is going straight into the wall. So that will mean that Joe Rogda gets the win, and he's heading to the top 16. Okay, so we're going with the next battle. The next battle will be Harikar from Ireland versus Ali Arslan from Jordan. So that should be interesting one, because Ali has big skills. I was training with him just before competition, and he was looking very strong as a lead driver and as a chase driver. But Harry is also a very good driver, so let's see. And Ali right now was trying to close a gap, but right now a little bit desperation between them. Harry with a wide swing into the second corner. Ali was trying to be as close as possible, and right now he's at his doors, heading into roundabout, and they're going back. Again, some transition. Ali is very close to the front wheel of Harry's car, and they are transitioning into the last corner. Harry is cutting at the track a little bit at the entry of the last corner, but look at Ali. He was just right behind him when he was going into the finish line, so pretty good job from Ali as a chase driver. Harry had so small mistakes as a lead driver, so right now they're switching sides. Harry will be chasing Ali. Little bit of contact at the first corner, but right now they're initiating outside zone number 1. Ali is very close to the wall, scraping his bumper through these tires. So little bit right now separation between them as Harry is trying to keep the speed after Ali, because Ali is very fast. Harry is cutting a roundabout a little bit to catch the lead driver to be closer, but look at Ali's pace, and the contact between them throw Ali into the wall, but he's still going. And Harry is cutting a track very hard to be as close as possible, and the contact just at the finish line. So let's make it official. Ali Arslan gets the win, and he's heading to the top 16 of today's competition. So good job from Ali, as Harry had too many mistakes on the lead run and then some mistake at the chase run with a contact. So that's why Ali is advancing on. So right now we will have to wait for Group B. So the bottom of the left side top 32 bracket will have to connect, and then we will go through the next battles. Okay, so we had a little bit mess with good car skin, exact car skin for David Silva, but we should be good to go with the next battle. That will be Ander Garayar versus Steven Hatcher. Sorry, versus Alexander Sevryuk. That was wrong judge's call. So Ander from Spain, Alexander from Ukraine. And let's go. Ander right now is leading, Alexander is chasing. And let's see. A big initiation and then very aggressive approach from Alexander. Right now transitioning into the outside zone number 2. He's very close through the inside clip, and then outside zone number 3 through the roundabout, so it is outside zone number 4, and going back into outside zone number 5. It's transitioning into the outside zone number 6. A very close attack from Alexander as they're heading into the last outside zone. Alexander is cutting a line a lot, but he was very close in terms of proximity, so that should be counted as a nice chase run, but we know what Under can do as a chase driver, so let's see what he will do as a chase driver. And look at that, how close Alexander was going into the wall. Very late transitioning to the outside zone number 2. Very nice line. Under trying to keep up after Alexander as he was scrapping up his bumper with the GT86, going through the roundabout. A little bit touch between them, but everything's fine. They're going, and whoa, that was a mistake from Alexander that caused a collision, and that's why Under Garayar gets the win, and he's heading to the top 16. Okay, so the next battle, that will be Paweł Kowalik versus Luciano Carneiro. So Paweł is leading in GT86, Luciano is chasing with S14. Nice initiation from Paweł. Luciano looked a little bit surprised how wide he was at the first corner. He's trying to close the gap, but in this track, at this track, you have to be very close as a chase driver to make yourself a winner. But Paweł is just right now flying through the course as Luciano is trying to keep up after him as they're heading to the last corner. Little bit separation between them. Luciano is trying to cut the line a little bit to be closer, but Paweł Kowalik looks untouched as he was going through the finish line. Okay, so they're swapping their position. Right now Luciano will be leading, Paweł Kowalik will be chasing. Let's see how Luciano will do as a lead driver. A little bit cutting the line into the first corner. Paweł is very close, but right now a little bit separation, but it was just temporary to be closer. But Paweł needs to step up his game, cause it is not looking as good as it should look. Luciano is going nice line, not so much angle, but having a nice pace. Paweł is trying to be closer and closer as they're heading to the last corner. And across the finish line, yes, they are into it, and we'll have to wait a bit for judges' call because that was a pretty close battle in my opinion. So judges need to rethink everything, and yeah, as I said, that was as close as they will go one more time. So we'll see Luciano and Pavel going again. As I said, pretty much the same runs as the same mistakes both Pavel and Luciano had in their chase runs. They were cutting the line, trying to close the gap, gain some nice proximity. But right now they're going one more time. And nice approach from Pavel as a lead driver. Luciano is trying to attack his front wheel as they're transitioning into the outside zone, number 2. And nice lead run from Pavel going into the roundabout and going back. So that looks pretty much similar as the first run was looking from both Pavel and Luciano. But look at that, how wide Pavel is as a lead driver. He was barely fitting into this corner with his GT86. But right now, if he wants to be winner, he needs to be closer to Luciano, as he was trying to do in the first round. So let's go. Little bit of contact between them just at the power zone, and whoa, look at that! Contact with a wall from Pavel Kowalik. That means 10-0. Luciano right now only have to do a nice lead run without zeroing out to get a win and advance to a top 16. Just play safe, Luciano. Don't go too fast. Just play safe. You're alone, and you're heading to the top 16 in some seconds. Yeah, that looks like Luciano Carneiro gets the win, and he's heading to the top 16. Okay, so next battle will be Steven Hatcher versus David Silva. Steven Hatcher from Canada, David Silva from Spain. So pretty worldwide battle right now. Europe versus Canada. Ready and go. Steven is right now at the first corner. Very aggressive approach from David Silva at the beginning of the first outside zone, but that make a little bit correction. And right now he's trying to save his chase run to be closer to Steven. As Steven throwing very nice lead run. One wheel off at the roundabout from Steven, but they're still going very close to the wall as Steven was at this corner. Look at that mistake from David Silva at the transition into the last corner. That will be for sure big point deduction. And right now Steven will have to do such a mistake to give David Silva a win, but I don't think so that is gonna happen, as they're switching sides. And let's see how David will throw his lead run. Very nice approach into the wall, but look at that aggression from Steven. He's just angry and he's trying to bite him. And some corrections here and there almost stop in one place at this transition. as David Silva not so wide, not so deep at the roundabout. Still going, and Steven is catching him. Nice. And the last transition into the last corner. Steven is very close. He's just at his doors as they're crossing a finish line. Okay, so let's make it official. Steven Hatcher gets the win as he had a better chase run, and right now that will be a battle between Łukasz Jarecki and me, Mateusz Kidawa, so I will be quiet for a little bit to focus at my battle, so hear you in a minute. Okay, so because of my very bad chase run, Łukasz Jarecki gets the win, and Paweł Grosz gets the win because there is no opponent for Paweł Grosz in top 32. So we will see buy run from Paweł right now, as we will be switching sides of top 32 bracket just after this buy run.
Dawaj, rozpocznij. Rozpocząłeś? Ten na górę.
Okay, so we're ready with right side of top 32 bracket. That will be Luca Cristinov versus David Rodriguez. So Luca will be leading, David Rodriguez so will be chasing. Let's go, first battle of right side, top 32. They're trashing outside zone number 2. Nice attack from David Rodriguez. What happened right there? Just made a mistake. And that will be for sure point deduction. The finish line, so that's it. Okay, so I did a little correction with sounds as David Rodriguez is right now leading and Luca Cristino is chasing, but that was a mistake at the transition into the outside zone number 2. For sure that will cost Luca Cristino some points. And right now they're going back. Heading into the last corner and the last outside zone. Luca Cristino is right now closer to David Rodriguez, but judging by mistakes from both of these guys, in my opinion, yep, David Rodriguez gets the win. So let's make it official. David Rodriguez gets the win and he's heading to the top 16. Okay, so let's go with the next battle. That will be Krzysztof Dziadoń versus JP van der Spuy from South Africa. So what I see, JP has some internet issues. His link is nickname is glowing in red color. Okay, so we'll have to wait for JP to reconnect. So probably we will go with next battle first. Okay, so we'll go right now with the next battle, and that will be Arseniy Sitnikov versus Mateusz Cybulski. So let's go. Arseniy is leading, nice wide line to the first corner, very close to the wall. Mateusz is trying to close the gap. He's right now doing it, very nice. And they're going into the roundabout. Let's see, nice line from Arseniy. Maybe a little bit too wide at the end of the roundabout, but look at that close transition from Mateusz. And again, he's doing transition into the centimeters. What happened right there? What caused Arseniy Sitnikov's crash? I don't know, from this camera I couldn't judge that, but that looked pretty serious. So right now they're switching sides and Mateusz Cybulski will be leading. Arseniy is chasing. Very aggressive pull from Arseniy to be closer to Mateusz, to make him doing some mistake. And look at that, how close he was right there, scrapping his bumper, and right now big collision between them. That for sure will be Arseniy's mistake. And after a roundabout again hitting Mateusz, and again right now probably he stops and going straight. He's right now only having some fun as they're heading to the finish line. So Mateusz Cybulski gets the win and he's heading to the top 16. Okay, so we go back to the previous battle. So Krzysztof Dziadoń versus JP van der Spuy. Krzysztof is leading, and let's go. Nice attack from JP, he's very close. This big BMW is right behind Krzysztof, but what happened right there? That was a contact between them, probably because of JP's fault, but let's not judge it before they finish the run, because track is very long and they're still going. And JP is still hitting Krzysztof. So yeah, probably that means that was the end of this run, and they will switch sides. Okay, so right now JP is leading. Let's see what Krzysztof will show us today as a chase driver. Cutting a line a little bit, but look at that, how close he is right now to JP. As JP is going through the track, Krzysztof is not doing an sorry, inactive chase run by any means. So nice job from Krzysztof. Good proximity as they were heading into the last transition and the last outside zone. And look at Krzysztof, how aggressive he is right now. He's just right at his doors and across the finish line. Okay, so we have a call because judges said that a contact from JP was Krzysztof Dziadoń's fault, and that means was mistaken the first time, so that means JP van der Spuy advancing on to the top 16, but right now we're doing a battle against Leonid Kabirov against Victor Lacheras, as right now they are in the middle of the track. As they're heading into a roundabout, A big mistake from Victor, cutting a line a lot when he was at the roundabout. They're transitioning into the last corner. Good job from Leonid as a lead driver. And right now Victor is closing his doors. But I believe that mistake at the roundabout will cost a lot for Victor. And let's go with the second part. Victor right now is leading. Leonik trying to be closer to Victor. They're right now at the roundabout, so nice lead run from Victor. Oh, a little bit cutting a line from Leonid as he was transitioning into this outside zone. And right now he's at his front door. He's just right behind Victor and across the finish line. Okay, so judge's call was that will be one more time, so we will see them going again because that was too close to see who was clearly better driver. Okay, so again, right now Leonid Kabirov is leading. Let's see if Victor right now will avoid his mistake at the roundabout, but right now he's very close, doing a nice chase run, and look at that swing from Leonid as Victor just crashed with these inside barriers, as Leonid is doing right now pretty much a lone lead run. He just right now need to finish his run to get a 10-0 advantage. And that is happening, so big advantage for Leonid after the first run. And they're switching sides. ready and go. Victor Lacheras is leading right now. Nice entry into outside zone number 1. Transitioning into the outside zone number 3. Right now some separation between them. Lloyd has a big advantage after the first run. He just needs to stay safe, but he will not do this because he is just mad guy and doing mad things to be as close to Victor as he can and crossing finish line. So let's make it official. Leonid Kabirov gets the win and he's advancing to a top 16. So that's it for Group C, and right now we'll have to wait a second for Group D drivers to connect, and then we will go with the last group of top 32 right side bracket. Okay, so drivers are ready from Group D. And we will go with the next battle. That will be Dominic Blyer versus Adam Gron. So let's go. Dominic is leading. Adam Gron is chasing. Very nice approach from Adam, but cutting the line and angle a little bit at the first outside zone. But look at how close he is right now. He's having nice proximity, having a little contact with Dominic, but he's very close. He's right now biting his front wheel. So good job from Dominic as a lead driver, and Adam as a chase driver is making a big surprise as he's catching Dominic's door. So amazing proximity, not as good angle and line, but proximity was on point for whole run. Okay, so Adam Gron right now is leading. nice approach through the outside zone number 1, very close to the wall. Transition into outside zone number 2. Dominic Blair is trying to be closer to Adam. Look at that transition, that was almost a contact between those drivers. As Adam is going very wide for the roundabout. And they're coming back. Dominic is not giving him an edge. He's trying to be as close as possible. And right now, nice aggressive attack from Dominic as they're going across the finish line with a big angle. So we'll have to wait for the judge's call. Okay, so let's make it official. Dominic Blair gets the win because he had better lead run and better chase run. Better means bigger angle and better line. So very good proximity from Adam, but that was not enough to beat Dominic today. So let's go with next battle. That will be Abdulaziz Al-Harbi versus Grzegorz Bartosik. Okay, so Abdulaziz is leading. Nice light from for the first outside zone. Little bit messy chase run. Right now, Grzegorz is doing very big dive into Abdulaziz, but that cost him a lot because he went straight for a second, and that means that will be a point deduction before the second run. Okay, so Grzegorz right now is leading, transitioning into the outside zone number 2. Nice job from Abdulaziz as a chase driver. He's very close to Grzegorz. Heading into the last corner. Grzegorz is trying to be very fast, but look at that! Both of these guys hitting a wall simultaneously, so that will mean that it was Leeds driver's fault. So we need to wait for official decision, but for me it's pretty sure that Abdulaziz will advance on. Okay, so let's make it official. Abdulaziz Al-Harbi gets the win and he's heading to the top 16. And let's go with the next battle. That will be Krzysztof Rypina versus Sylwester Andrzejewski. Okay, so Krzysztof is leading. Nice wall around from Krzysztof as Sylwester is just right behind him. Nice attack from Sylwester, but that make Krzysztof's transition impossible. So too much aggression from Sylwester when he was heading into outside zone number 2. And right now they will switch sides. Okay, so nice lead run from Sylwester as Krzysztof is very close, but he needs to be sure that he won't make 10-0 mistake. Very wide line from Sylwester at the roundabout. And there at the last corner, very close back from Krzysztof and across the finish line. So let's make it official. Krzysztof Rypina gets the win and he is advancing on into the top 16. And let's go with the last battle of top 32. That will be Mats Roland versus Alexei Lysachkov. Okay, so Mats Roland is leading first. Nice aggressive entry from Alexei as a chase driver. He was very close with big angle, throwing very aggressive chase run. And look at that, Mats Roland made a mistake and hit the wall just right after outside zone number 2. So that means it will be a point deduction for Mats, but they're still going. A little bit early transition, but Alexei just made it through. And the last corner, very aggressive approach from Alexei. I like it so much that he's throwing so much aggression into his chase run. Okay, so they switch sides. And Alexei right now is leading. Let's see how aggressive he is as a lead driver. And Mats will not give it for free. Look how close Mats is right now. And making a contact with Alexei. He's just putting so much aggression in his chase run as Alexei did in his first run. And look at that, he was just closing his doors with his front tire. And again a contact with Alexei. That will be probably zero mistake, but we need to wait for official call as they're heading into the finish line. And let's make it official. Alexei Lysachkov gets the win, and that was the last driver that make it to the top 16. So right now we'll go with a short break. We need to set all skins for every driver, so 10 or 15 minutes break right now. Don't go anywhere, and see you soon. Okay, server is ready. Driver should be ready in a minute, and we will go with left side of top 16 brackets, and the first battle it will be Kyle Woods versus Paweł Grosz. Okay, so Kyle is ready, Paweł is ready, and we will go with top 16 of round 3 drift corner round 3. So let's go! Kyle Woods, nice initiation into the first outside zone, kicking that clutch so hard, very close to the wall, as Paweł Grosz is trying to be as close as possible to Kyle. Nice entry into the roundabout, and Paweł needs to just be closer if he wants to win this battle, because we know that Kyle is very good chase driver, so he won't leave him any space. And look at that, right now he's very close and across the finish line. So pretty much impressive lead run from Kyle, and Paweł was trying to be as close as he could, but nevertheless he left some space. And let's see how Kyle will do as a chase driver. And right from the beginning he's just at Paweł Grosz's doors. So look at that, how close transition he's doing right now, kicking this clutch so hard as they're going across the roundabout. Right now some separation, but look at that close transition. He's just at Paweł Grosz's bumper, and they're going into the last corner, and Kyle is still at his doors through the whole last corner. So great job from Kyle as a chase driver, and let's wait for judges' call. Okay, so let's make it official. Kyle Woods gets the win, and he's heading into top 8. And right now we'll go with the next battle. That will be Jorogdev versus Ari Arslan. Okay, so both guys are ready. Zhao is leading, Ali is chasing, and let's go. Nice approach from Ali. They're at the first corner and the contact between them just after outside zone number 1 as they're heading to a roundabout. Good job from Zhao. Nice line through the whole roundabout. Ali is trying to be very close. Both of these guys running S13s. And the transition into the last corner. Look at Ali, he's just scraping his bumper into the wall and across the finish line. Okay, so right now Ali is leading, and let's see. Whoa, look at that dive from Zhao. I really don't know what happened right there. That was a big crash between those two drivers. So we have to wait for judges' call, because really I don't know who was at fault of this contact. Okay, so we have a judges' call. They will go one more time, so we will see them going again. Okay, so let's them go one more time. And right now Ali is again very close to Zhao at the first corner. He avoided the contact, so we should be good to go right now. So correction from Ali just right at the transition for the start. Good job from Zhao at his lead run. nice approach into the wall, and again a contact between them. Really don't know what happened right there. And about the first run, that was one more time. In the first run we had contact, that was Ali's fault, and in the second run that was Joe's fault, so that's why they are going one more time right now. So let's see. Ali right now is leading a little bit separation right now between them, but Joe is doing his best to close the gap, to be closer to Ali, as he's doing a nice lead run. And they're going through the roundabout. Joe is trying to be closer to his doors, but look at Ali's pace. He's very strong through this course, and he's heading to the last corner outside zone. Some corrections here and there, and across the finish line. Okay, so we have a judge's call. That will be again one more time. So they will go right now for the third time. Both of these guys made same mistakes, and that means we'll see them going one more time. Joe is ready, Ali is ready, and let's go. Joe is initiating, Ali is just right behind him. As we saw in previous runs, he's very aggressive just right from the start. He's just at his doors for the first part of this track. And right now they're going into roundabout. Joe pretty wide for the roundabout, maybe he dropped a one tire off, but Ali is unshakable and he is just right there, just at his doors for the whole course. And the last corner, Ali is very close to his front wheels, and a contact just right before a finish line. So that is surprise for me. I didn't expect that, but maybe that will mean a point deduction for Ali. Let's see the second part, cause he had an amazing chase run, but made a contact just right before the finish line. And right now, let's go with the second part. And Joe is just right behind him. They're going into roundabout. Joe is doing a pretty good job as a chase driver, but Ali is very fast lead driver, and probably he will lose him at the last corner, or maybe not. Let's see what Joe will do to keep as close as possible to Ali and across the finish line. Maybe right now we'll find out who's the winner. Maybe not. Let's wait for official judges' call. Okay, so we have a call. Joe Rokta gets the win and he's heading to the top 8. Good runs from both of these guys. And we're going to the next battle. And in the next battle, we have Ander Galayar versus Luciano Carneiro. So they're going right now into start line, and shortly they will go with the first run. So Ander is leading. Nice entry into outside zone number 1, as Luciano is trying to be closer to Ander. Very close transition, maybe that was a contact right there, but I couldn't see that. And he's just diving in every corner. What can he do to be closer at the next transition, at the next corner? So let's go, as Ander Galera is doing very good job as a lead driver, having all zones, very nice line, nice angle as they're heading to the last corner, but Luciano is just right behind him as they're crossing a finish line. So both of these guys made a pretty good job. Maybe Luciano was too aggressive in some places at the track, cause probably there was some contacts, or maybe not, I couldn't see that, but let's go as they're switching sides. Luciano is leading, Ander is chasing, but look at that chase run from Ander. He's just right behind him as they're heading to the outside zone number 2. Nice swing, but Ander is unshakable. He's just trying to be close, and he's doing it well. Very close at the entry to the roundabout. Some mistake from Ander. That was a big correction right there, so it would make a gap between them just after the finish, roundabout. And they're heading to the last corner. Luciano is doing nice white line as Ander is just touching his wheels. So good job for both of these guys, and let's see how judges saw that battle. Pretty impressive rounds from both sides, some mistakes here and there, but we need to wait for judges' call. Okay, so we have judges call. Undergarayer gets the win and he's heading to the top 8. It was a very close call, but judges decided that Under was better of these two. So that's it, and we're going to the next battle. It will be Steven Hatcher versus Łukasz Jarecki. So we know that both of these guys are very skillful drivers, but let's see what will happen as when they will go against each other. Nice entry from Steven, but look at that, Łukasz is just right behind him. He's trying to be close as possible, as Steven is doing a pretty good job. Some correction right now, as I was talking about, pretty good job, but look at that Łukasz, what Łukasz is doing right now. He's very close. He's just trying to be near Steven, and yep, Steven is doing right now very well as they're heading to the last corner, last outside zone. Łukasz Jarecki is scrapping indoors and across the finish line with some touch from Steven, but pretty impressive run, both Łukasz and Steven. And right now they will switch sides. Let's see how fast Łukasz is and can Steven chase him well. So let's go. Łukasz is very close to the wall as Steven almost crashed into it, and right now he just crashed. I was talking about being almost at the wall, and right now Łukasz is doing a lone run. Sorry for my scene, but sorry guys, my mistake. Yep. So Steven Hatcher just crashed into the wall right after outside zone number 1, and Łukasz Jarecki is slowly going into the last corner, and here it is. So let's make it official. Łukasz Jarecki gets the win and he's heading to the top 8. Okay, so let's go with the right side of top 16 bracket. First battle will be David Rodriguez versus JP van der Spuy. Okay, so both guys are ready. And here we go. Pretty shallow line from David as he was doing mid line for the first corner. JP is trying to be closer to David. We know that he's so fast from battle against Krzysztof, but let's see. Right now they're doing a roundabout. Very aggressive approach from JP as David is doing a pretty good lead run by himself. And again some middle line from the last corner and we cross the finish line. Okay, so let's see right now how fast JP will be at his lead run. Let's go. Nice approach to the wall, very close, very wide line from JP at the first corner. He runs really outside zone number 2, also very close to the wall. Nicely done from JP, and David right now hit the wall, so that means big score deduction for David as JP is doing pretty much flawless lead run. Very fluid wide one, and David is trying to make a redemption, but after that hit that will not change anything, or maybe it will, and across the finish line. So we have a judge's call. JP van der Spuy gets the win and he's heading to a top 8. Okay, next battle, Leonid Kabiros versus Mateusz Cybulski. Okay, so Leonid is leading first. He was firing qualification. Nice approach into the wall. Very wide line for the all outside zone number 1. Pretty impressive lead run right now, and look at that mistake from Mateusz as he just overshooted that transition. That caused a big correction, and of course that will make a big point deduction. Okay, so they're still going. Leonid is throwing nicely run. Mateusz is trying to be closer to Leonid, and he's doing it, but I don't know that it will be enough to make it through because of that mistake he pulled in the first run. Okay, so here we go. Mateusz right now is leading, and look at that approach from Leonid. He's just arrived with his front wheel nicely down from Mateusz. Wide swing. Leonid did some corrections before that transition, and they're going across the roundabout. And let's see right now how close Leonid was at that outside zone. And whoa! A contact with a wall from Mateusz. And that means the end of this run. And the winner is Leonid Kabirov. So Leonid is advancing to top 8. So we have a next battle that will be Dominic Blair versus Abdulaziz Al-Harbi. Okay, so Dominic is ready, Abdulaziz is ready. Let's go with this battle. Nice attack from Abdulaziz. How close he was at that entry for the first outside zone. He was just right there, and he's still doing it. He's scraping Dominic's doors as Dominic is doing nicely run. But look at that, how close is Abdulaziz at that transition, and he's still being as close as he can. Let's see the second part of this run as they're going in the back sorry, they're going into the last corner. And still Abdulaziz is very close to Dominic and across the finish line. So great job for both of these guys, and that entry was just pure madness from Abdulaziz. I don't know how he did pull that and did not crash into Dominic and into the wall. So let's see the second part of this battle as Abdulaziz is right now leading, Dominic is chasing. Look at how close he was at that entry from Abdulaziz, and Dominic is trying to be as close as Abdulaziz was in his first run. And look at that, how Abdulaziz is flowing through the track. Dominic is trying to get closer, but Abdulaziz is doing his job at his lead run. Some aggressive transition from Dominic as Abdulaziz is speeding up into the last corner and across the finish line. So amazing job for both of these guys, and let's wait for judges' call, cause I'm really wondering how did they score that run, cause Abdulaziz did an amazing job. Dominic Blair was doing a very good job as a lead driver and then as the chase driver. Okay, so let's make it official. Dominic Blyer gets the win and he's heading to the top 8. So that was very close call, but Dominic Blyer was better driver overall. And let's go with the next battle. It will be Krzysztof Rypina, but where is his opponent? He just made a mistake and spin it out in the first corner. So right now Krzysztof doing a long run. We hear somewhere in the distance Alexei is trying to be closer, but that mistake will cost him a lot in this battle. Okay, so they've switched sides. Right now Alexei is leading, Krzysztof is chasing, and what was that? That was a contact, but yeah, both guys got double turn 0 and they will go one more time. So, well, that was just amazing. I thought it was just Alexei's end, but Krzysztof did a mistake at the initiation, and that's why they will go one more time. Okay, so let's hope right now Alexei won't make the same mistake as he did in the first round. Yes, right now he's doing well and he's just right at Krzysztof's doors. So look at that, how close he was. He was scrapping his doors, and right now Krzysztof Rypina made some distance, have some nice pace, and going into roundabout as Alexei is right now just behind him. And look at that transition, that was very close to going straight, so that will cost Alexei some points. As they're going into the last corner, Alexei is just right there and across the finish line. Okay, so right now Alexei is leading. Krzysztof did not make the same mistake again, so he's right at his doors right now. Nicely done from both of these guys. Nice attack right now from Krzysztof as they're heading to the roundabout. Close transitions. And the contact between them right there. I don't know who was at fault right now, but judges know that it was Alexei's fault. That's why Krzysztof Rypina gets the win and he is advancing on into the top 8. So that was the last battle from top 16. As we're going into the top 8 left side, top of the bracket, first battle will be Kyle Woods versus Joe Rogde, and then Ander Garajar versus Łukasz Jarecki. On the right side we have JP van der Spuy versus Leonid Kabirov, and at the bottom both of these guys from the same team, Dominik Blajer versus Krzysztof Rypina. So right now we'll have to wait a second for guys to connect to the server. I can see right now there's some of them are ready. Maybe no, judges are not ready yet, so we'll have to wait a bit. Okay, so we're ready with the first battle. Kyle Woods is ready, Joe Rogde is ready, and are you ready? We're going with a top 8 left side. Kyle is leading first, as he was a winner of yesterday's qualification. Look at that attack, he is just right there. And whoa, both of these guys smashed into the wall, but they're still going. And the contact between them, Joe just hit Kyle, don't know what happened right there, as they're going backwards in this track. So they're heading to the last corner. And across the finish line. Okay, so they switch sides. Joe is leading, Kyle is just right behind him, having a little contact with the wall at the first corner. Big wide swing from Joe as he just make it through the wall. And they're going into the roundabout. Nicely done. Kyle Woods is trying to be as close as possible as his clutch is dying right now, and Joe hit the wall. Don't know what caused that contact, and again a contact with the wall. So that's it for this battle. And let's make it official. Kyle Woods gets the win and he's heading to the top 4. So we have a first driver in top 4. And we are going to the next battle, and that will be Ander Garajar versus Łukasz Jarecki. And let's go. Very nicely done from Ander as he's just at the wall. Łukasz is trying to be closer and closer, making aggressive moves. Both of these red cars are very angry and hungry for a win today. As Ander doing nicely done, lead run. And next zone. Right now they're stretching into the last corner, and very good lead run from Ander as he get to the finish line in big angle. So nicely done Ander, his lead run. Łukasz Jarecki was close for whole of this course, but can it be enough to get the win? Let's see how Ander will do as a chase driver. He's very close as Łukasz is having some troubles to handle this car. And look at that approach. Ander has a bigger angle than a lead driver. And let's see how they will make into the roundabout. Nicely done. And they're trudging into the last part of this track and to the last corner and across the finish line. Okay, so we have a call. They will go one more time. Right now, Ander is leading. Łukasz is chasing. Aggressive approach. And let's go. He's very close to Ander. And going backwards to this track. Ander is throwing nicely run. Łukasz Jarecki is very close to under and across the finish line. Okay, so they're switching sides. Right now Łukasz is leading, Under is chasing. Very close right now is Under, and having a little contact between them, and Łukasz Jarecki get into the wall. So I don't know if that was because of this contact or it was independent contact with the wall, but right now Łukasz just stopped and Under is going alone. Okay, so we have a winner. Under Gajarar gets the win and he's heading into the top 4. So Under is a winner of this one more time battle. Okay, and next battle, Leonid Kabirov versus JP Vanderspoy. Okay, ready and go. Okay, so Leonid is leading. Nicely done from Leonid, very wide line. From the first corner, JP is having some troubles to get closer to Leonid, and look at that transition, just right at his bumper as they're going into the roundabout. And JP is kicking Leonid's front wheel. He's trying to bite him because it's going straight into his car as they're going into the last corner. Leonid nicely done, very close to the wall, and JP is just right there. So very close battle between those guys. Amazing, both Leonid and JP. And right now they're switching sides, so let's see Leonid's Kabirov chase game. Okay, so nicely run from JP. Leonid is just right there as he's throwing big angle into that outside zone. Leonid is cutting a track a little bit to be as close as he can. Also cutting a line at the roundabout, some mistakes, some wheel corrections from Leonid as they're heading into the last part of this track and into last outside zone, a contact between them, and that caused JP crash into the wall. So judges said that was Leonid's fault. That's why JP van der Spuy gets the win and he's heading to the top 4. Okay, so next battle, that will be both guys from Triton Racing Team. It will be Dominik Blajer versus Krzysztof Rypina. So Dominik right now is leading. Both of them have the same car, same livery, so that may be tricky, but Dominik is leading, Krzysztof is chasing, Krzysztof is just right there as they're heading into the outside zone, number 3 through the inside clip. Krzysztof is trying to be closer and closer to Dominik as they're heading to the roundabout. Next transition. Good job from Dominik and from Krzysztof. Very close, even with a small contact with them, but they're going into the last corner and across the finish line. Both of these guys very good runs, and I'm really curious what's gonna happen when they switch sides, because we know that both of them had very good chase game, and let's see what Dominik will show as a chase driver. Okay, so Krzysztof very wide to the first corner. Dominik is just right there, and the outside zone number 2. He's very close to Krzysztof. Transitioning to the outside zone number 3 and the roundabout. Very close from Dominik. And next transition, nicely done. Very close approach, almost having a contact with Krzysztof as they're heading into the last corner. Very close, nicely done. And look at that, how close they were across the finish line. Oh boy, how will they score that runs? Because that was just amazing what these guys just pulled out. And let's make it official. Krzysztof Rypina gets the win. So Krzysztof Rypina is advancing on, and yeah, both of these guys very good drivers, so that was very close to type the winner. Okay, so we're switching into top 4, and the first battle of top 4 is Kyle Woods versus Ander Garayar. So they're right now heading into start line, so we should be good to go with the first top 4 battle of round 3 in Płock. And let's go. Kyle Woods with now nice approach into the wall. Anders trying to catch him right now as they're heading to the outside zone number 2. Nicely done. And next outside zone and the roundabout. Very wide from Kyle as Anders trying to keep up after him, having some wheel corrections, but he's still there, having a good proximity as they're transitioning into the last corner, last outside zone. He's just right there, almost having a contact with Kyle as they get across the finish line. Amazing driving from both of these guys. Kyle had very good lead run. Ander had better and worse places in his chase run, did some corrections here and there, but overall he was very close to Kyle. But let's see what will happen as they switch sides. And nicely done from Ander, big angle for the first corner, but look at that, Kyle Woods is just right there, he's just at his back. And outside zone number 2 through the inside clip and outside zone number 3, going into roundabout. He's very close to Ander, and Ander is pulling very good lead run. Let's see what will happen as they will go into this longest outside zone. Last corner. Kyle Woods is just at his doors through the all of this outside zone, and that was just amazing battle. That was just amazing. So let's wait for judges' call, but that was sick, totally sick. Both of these guys. Very good, and we have a winner, and the first finalist, Kyle Woods, gets the win because of his wonderful chase run. So we will see Ander in battle for the 3rd place, but let's right now see who's gonna be his opponent. If it will be Krzysztof Rypina or JP van der Spuy. So second battle of top 4. Krzysztof is ready, JP is ready. Both of these cars pretty the same colors, but different liveries, and let's go. Krzysztof is doing nice line for the first corner, lacking some angle, but JP is trying to close the gap, and across the outside zone number 3 and roundabout. JP is just right there, but look at that mistake. JP just overshooted that entry into a roundabout. That caused a little bit of wheel correction, and that's why he made with weird line into the roundabout. But let's see the last part of this run and across the finish line. Okay, so ready and let's go. JP is leading, Krzysztof is chasing. Nicely done from JP, having wide line and nice angle for the first corner. Nice swing into outside zone number 2 and outside zone number 3. Krzysztof is trying to be as close as possible, and he's doing it well. And JP, nicely done roundabout, doing very close to the walls run, and Krzysztof is trying to be at his doors, doing some corrections when he was trying to make a transition into the last corner, and across the finish line they go. And we have a winner. The winner is Krzysztof Rypina. So Krzysztof is heading to the great final, and we will see right now JP against Under with battle for the third place. So let's see who's gonna get third place at podium of round 3, if it will be Under or if it will be JP. Both of these guys today had amazing runs, and let's see who is gonna be at the lowest point of podium. So let's go. Under is first leading, JP is just right behind him. Look at that attack, he's just at his front door. He's trying to overtake him probably. And look at that aggression that JP is pulling. He's very close to Under, but Under is doing pretty much flawless lead run. And into the roundabout, as JP is having a little bit of contact with Under's front wheels, but it's not making him change any line. But let's go into the last corner. Nicely done from Under, very wide, nice into the wall, but JP is just right there. Amazing job from both of these guys. Under had pretty much flawless lead run. JP with his aggression was just biting his front door. And let's go. Let's see who's gonna get third place today. Nicely done from JP, and Under is just at his doors when they're transitioning into the outside zone number 2. JP with a big swing, and Under is losing him, but look at that, he's just right there. He's just right there at his doors, and they're going backwards at this track. Under just needs to close the gap because he right now lacking some proximity, but look at that, he's just right there, and they're going into the last corner, and Under is doing amazing job at his chase run and across the finish line. So great job from both of these guys, and let's wait for judges' call. So we have a winner. Under Galayar gets the third place. So congratulations for Under. And let's head into the last battle of today's competition. That will be Kyle Woods versus Krzysztof Rypina. Okay, so let's go. Last battle of today. Kyle Woods versus Krzysztof Rypina. Kyle is leading, Krzysztof is just right there, scrapping his doors, while Kyle is doing nicely at his lead run, making it through the wall and inside clip. His clutch is just pure hot as he's heading to the roundabout. Krzysztof is trying to be closer and closer, and they're heading into the last corner. And the last corner it is. Krzysztof is just right there at Kyle's door as he's flashing a light through the finish line. Okay, so let's see who's gonna be today's winner. Krzysztof Repina right now is leading, Kyle is chasing, he's right at his doors through the first outside zone, he's just right there, and look at that aggression from Kyle. He's pulling it, he's trying to pull, but having a contact with Krzysztof at the transition through the roundabout, and then transitioning to the last part of this track, into the last corner, and Kyle Woods is just right there and across the finish line. So we need to wait for judges' call. Who's gonna be the winner of today's competition? Is it be Kyle or is it Krzysztof? Okay, so we know who's the winner. The winner is Krzysztof Rypina, so congratulations to Krzysztof. Kyle gets the second place and Ander Garayar was third place. So congratulations to all of these guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check our social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and see you tomorrow at Pro IM live stream. And yeah, that's it. That's our podium for today. Krzysztof Rypina first, Kyle Woods second, and Ander Garayar third. Yeah, and JP van der Spoel was fourth. So thank you guys, and see you tomorrow at Pro AM. Good night.